This is a Minecraft grass block, and this is a UrBoiBlazer. Now, I'm going to guess that 100% of the people watching this have seen the grass block before, even if they haven't played Minecraft, considering it basically is the face of Minecraft as a company. So today, I'm going to be breaking down the entire history of the grass block, from the pre-Java release right up to 1.17. This video took a literal days to make, so if you do enjoy it or find it interesting for some strange reason, please consider subscribing. It's the best thing you can do to help me out. Right, this is the entire history of the Minecraft grass block, I guess. Part 1. History. Our story starts way back in the Cave Game tech test. Yeah, Minecraft was originally called Cave Game, which is honestly quite hilarious to think about. Anyway, here is the texture for the grass block at the time. It was one of the 2 blocks in the game, the other being cobblestone, and the grass generation was somewhat randomized, a bit like my upload schedule. It would basically appear whenever there was enough light. Hopping over to the RD20090515 update, which is just a fancy way of saying May 15, 2009. The grass now had the classic dirt texture on its underside, which you have all come to know and love. Now your grass can spread to nearby dirt when under sunlight, but thanks to Minecraft's less than stellar dynamic lighting system, grass and shadows just ended up dying and becoming dirt. Right, now we're in Java Classic. Starting with the survival test, grass would now drop dirt when broken, which kind of makes it 2 separate blocks now. There's grass and there's dirt, but this video is all about grass, so just go away please, Mr. Dirt Block. Next up is the ability for sheep to regrow wool when eating grass, and this was added along with sheep actually being implemented into the game a few days later. Interestingly, having a grass block in your inventory still gave it that grassy texture on all sides for right now. Okay, next up is InDev, which brings some handy changes to our favourite block. Now with dynamic lighting, grass is able to grow in dimly lit areas, and grass blocks have now become placeable. Woo! Grass can now also be tilled with a hoe to become farmland, and at this time, that was the only way of obtaining seed, which had a slim chance of dropping when tilled. Java Edition Alpha saw our first variant to the grass block, snowy grass blocks. These appear when a grass block is submerged under snow, however this would quickly be changed to being under snow blocks. Oddly specific, but okay. A few textural changes happen to the grass block family, but it isn't anything of merit or permanent, so we can gloss over that. Believe me, we have a lot to get through, so I can't be wasting time on stuff like this. Now onto Java Edition Beta, and now with the fancy graphics implemented to the game, the grass block changes colour depending on what biome it's in. I'm sure you've all seen this before. It's a very bright green in the plains and a very dark swampy green in a swamp. Furthermore, when using the fast graphics engine, the grass blocks revert to their old model. With the introduction of actual grass and bone meal, seeds can no longer be farmed from tilling dirt, rather from breaking tall grass. The model of the snowy grass block has been updated, and similarly with the grass block item texture. We have finally reached the actual Java release of the game, which means we have a ton of updates and changes to go through, so it's quick fire round time. 1.0.0 saw the release of Silk Touch, meaning grass blocks can be attained legitimately in survival Minecraft. Slabs have also been changed so they do not affect changing grass to dirt when placed. 1.1 saw sheep actually being able to eat grass after so long. Yeah, so Notch had the idea for it, but didn't actually implement it until a few years later. That's a bit weird. 1.4.2 added sounds for walking on grass blocks, you know those weird rustling sounds? Yeah, those. 1.8 added yet another textural change to the grass block, making it tinted depending on the biome it was in. Furthermore, in this update, snowy grass would not be affected by the biome it was in. 1.9 was actually a pretty big update, considering now grass can be turned into path blocks with a shovel, which I use all the time, so I'm very glad this exists. Secondly, grass blocks can be obtained by killing an enderman holding them. Did they seriously get added here? Jeez, it feels like it's been a feature forever. With 1.14, updated biomes and villagers were once again able to be blessed by the presence of grass blocks and their wonderful new texture. And finally, in Minecraft 1.17, the changes to grass blocks right now are literally just slightly changing the snow grass texture. Well, if you stuck around through all that, you are a legend. Here, have a cookie. But we are just getting started. That was part 1. Now on to part 2, obtaining grass. This is a bit of myth busting for everyone. Here I will explain some of the key facts about grass blocks, which, hey, may seem basic, but this is the entire history of, so I kind of have to. Grass can be held in stacks of 64 like the majority of Minecraft blocks. It is a renewable resource with a blast resistance of 0.6, which is incredibly low. It's not luminant, and wait, what does that mean? Ah, right. I totally knew that. Anyway, it's not transparent, it's not flammable, and cannot be set on fire from lava. However, if you are a pyromaniac, you can light it with a flint and steel. It won't spread though. So the block for breaking grass is a shovel, and here are the official breaking times for each type of shovel. Starting with the best shovel of all, your fists. It takes 0.9 seconds to break grass with your fist. This can be cut in half by using a wooden shovel, taking the time down to 0.45 seconds. Stone shovel takes 0.25 seconds to break grass. Iron 0.15, which is the same as diamond. Wait, what? Diamond and iron are the same? Wow. Finally, netherite and gold are tied with a score of 0.1 seconds. Bear in mind these are all unenchanted times, so yeah, with efficiency you're going to be easily insta-mining these suckers. Part 3. Generation and usage. Grass blocks generate in pretty much every biome in every village. Grass can spread to any nearby dirt blocks, however it cannot spread to coarse dirt. This requires that it be light in the area and the block above the grass block cannot obstruct any light. Because of the way grass spreads, which is very confusing by the way, grass checks around it in a 3x3x5 block radius. It checks for any dirt in the area and will attempt to spread to it if all the conditions are adequate. Because grass can spread 3 blocks downwards, it's generally much quicker to spreading down a slope than up a slope, which is handy to know if you want to spread dirt down to those caves that you're building. From mobs, the only way to obtain grass is by killing an enderman holding a grass block, which will drop 100% of the time upon death, granted it is actually holding one. The coloration of grass blocks depends on the biome it is in, like I said earlier. Here is a pH scale kind of thing of grass blocks depending on the biome they're in, but honestly this isn't going to help me much, because there's like 50 different colorations. Using bone meal on the grass block will cause grass, tall grass, ferns, large ferns, and flowers to grow on it. Some are biome dependent, for example, blue orchids can only be found in swamps, so bone meal and grass in a plains would never spawn blue orchids. Passive mobs like cows, pigs, and chickens wander towards nearby grass blocks and light. When a sheep eats a grass block, it becomes dirt. This also regrows any wool the sheep lost. Grass paths can be created by right-clicking on grass with a shovel, which uses 1 durability. This is identical with farmland and hoes. Grass is not free from the dreaded circle of life, however. Grass will randomly die after a certain amount of time if covered by an opaque block. You cannot change grass paths back to grass after being hit with a shovel. However, upon mining them, you'll get a dirt block back, which of course can spread from grass and turn back into grass. This is different with farmland, as if you stamp on them they will revert to dirt, which can become grass again straight away. Animals will spawn on grass blocks with a light level of 9 or more. And that is it. I basically just speedran everything there is to know about Minecraft's grass block. Sure, there are sounds I could show you for the different walking sounds and breaking sounds, but there are about 30 sound files and I'm sure you've heard them all plenty of times, so... Anyway, I want to thank you so much if you made it to the end of this video. If you did, then you must have somewhat enjoyed it, hopefully. I hope you aren't being forced to watch this by a torturer or something. Anyway, my point is, if you could subscribe, that would be amazing. Thank you so much for watching, leave a like, share this with your friend who hates Minecraft just to annoy them. But have a great rest of your day anyways, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye! This is a quick end thing to say thank you to one of my friends for giving me the idea for this video. I mean, I kind of thought it was a bit of an interesting idea, but then again, you know, this was quite interesting to find out all the stuff I've learned about grass blocks during this time, so thank you for that. Also, the character that has been appearing on screen talking to you, this was also drawn by another friend and member of my Discord server, which you can join my Discord right now with the link in the description, and send me any fan art or just chat with all the cool people in my community. But yeah, thank you so much for watching again, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!